Good morning everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So yeah, DAX caught me out a little bit yesterday, and the call for short was correct. I think just the entry point was pushed a bit. But anyway, we are in a downward trend. Just want to just make sure we're all on the same page on the weekly. We have to be very cautious because we have all this weekly support here. So it's kind of difficult to be bearish when you know that you've got this big support zone here which could influence you. You've got a gap, we've got two gaps. I think one gap is closing at the moment, then we've got another gap just below it, then we've got another gap, then we've got another gap, then we've got another gap and another gap. So quite a few gaps all the way down. So we do have diversions here on the weekly as well. So this weekly tail over here, let's just put that in as well. Obviously, we start dropping below that would kill the diversions and obviously open up the gates further down. So we are heading into this area as far as I'm concerned, and what would happen there, I would be taking profit of any shorts at the moment. So the weekly bar is looking very interesting 2 days in at the moment. So getting down to what we want to be doing, obviously I want to be short off structure, and that would be the closest area, which is 15,129, and this rejection that we got yesterday was basically off nothing. I think you would have had to go back very far to pick that rejection up. I just want to see if we can pick it up, because hindsight is the perfect science. And you can see nothing really exact. There's half-hearted attempt, but you would have thought these areas here in between these two levels would have been the one that would have triggered the sellers. But nevertheless, we'll look at this on the lower time frames as well, because there's definitely a level that we missed. Okay, so just drilling down the 3 hour, this was the first area that we're basically paying attention to. We're looking for a rejection off there. We did get it, and then moved up. It actually hit the flag target. So if you draw a line along the top there and along the bottom, let's do that on the hour. It's going to be a lot clearer. There's the flag there, as I pointed out yesterday, and we actually got just above the flag target. So this gap was actually the magnet, and you can see there's a tail there, which it missed. It didn't quite close a gap either. But if you do scroll quite far to the left, very far to the left in actual fact, I'm probably not going to get it now, but there's definitely, I did see something when I was just reviewing the loss. Yes, I made a loss yesterday, and we're not going to get it. So just we'll look at it on the 15 minutes. I think you'll find something there on the 15. But anyway, these were the tails that we were waiting for to be tagged, and that didn't tag. This one as well didn't tag. So if you look what happened yesterday, big move down and then a massive move up, which really caught me out. So essentially I was looking at this zone here as my pullback. Look left, there's lots of structure here. There's a nice juicy pin bar there, being there, you can see perfect structure, nice thing, follow through, jumped in here, tight stop loss, and look what happened. Basically aimed for the gap and then rejected the gap. But if you just scroll left on the 15 minutes again, you'll see nothing's exact. So difficult one, bit of an ambush. Probably means we should have had a wider stop loss and trusted the trend. But anyway, that is the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So for today, definitely, you see we're breaking already. So I definitely would be looking at this area at 15,090 for a retest, and then this would be the next level up here at 15,153. So that's kind of what I'd be looking at for today. I want a rejection off one of these two levels, and I think probably take a smaller position size just because of all these weekly support levels and this volatility that happened yesterday, which probably caught quite a few people out. And just make a small position size and a bit of a wider stop loss. So your risk is pretty much the same, but you just got a little bit more wiggle room to maneuver in the trades. But I do believe this is your target at the moment. That's 14,900. You just want the structure to get in on the sell. I don't want to jump in right now like this, because normally what happens is as soon as you jump in, then it sort of rallies all the way up here because it kind of knows you're being stupid. Well, in my opinion anyway. And then it goes and rejects the level that you suspected the first time round. So yeah, breakouts very rarely deliver results. So normally breakout, wait for the retest. If the retest is successful, then get in. That delivers results, and it's also less stressful. Okay, so that's kind of my view today. Looking for 15,090 at the moment. Otherwise, I want price to move and then come back and test this 15,039. We are short on any of those two levels. And remember, it's a retest. It's either the break and retest of the bottom level or the retest of the top level. And we're aiming for 14,900. That is the line in the sand for me at the moment. So yeah, trend is down until it's not, and that's the way this is going. Be wary though. If you draw a line there, you can see it's just becoming tighter and tighter and tighter. You do already have buyers coming in for the last 2 hours of this morning. So be wary. This is the massive weekly support level, so I'm a little bit reluctant just to jump in. It does look like a bit of a flag as well, sort of a bigger flag than what we saw yesterday. This little one was kind of small here, but this here is looking a little bit suspect. Anyway, that's kind of my view this morning. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.